peoples, welcome back to Mabel, and welcome back to the season show. Wait, this is just the finale. This is a series finale of Gravity Falls. Since this is gonna be a little bit longer than usual, I decided to do it in 2 different parts. Not for you guys, of course, this is for me, just so I can digest this properly. But you guys still get it as one video, okay? So nothing's really changing for you guys. It's just gonna be a long video. It's just gonna be how I record it and edit it, all right? Does that sound good? Okay, let's get into it. Hi, how's it going? Check out this thing. Greatly appreciate it. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing, anything, whatever you want to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I thoroughly have enjoyed it. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna end because I didn't realize we were starting like this hard in the last 4 episodes. I thought we were gonna like again ease into it. Maybe the last 2 were gonna be a little spicy. No, this is a full ass movie we got going. This is the Gravity Falls, the movie. Yeah, that sounds about right. Day 4.
Times are here, folks. Only way to salvation is to embrace the triangular ways of our overlord. Any object with more than 3 sides is sinful. That's it. That's probably what Bill wants. I reckon I've been living a lie.
Yep, for sure. I mean, they tried their best, right? I don't think I would necessarily go down like that. You know, I don't think I would like try to praise the Triangle Lord. But I wouldn't be out there in the open. I'd probably be underground or out of the goddamn state. Is this happening all around the country? Do we have military on the way still?
Rounding up all its terrified citizens and then stacking them into this massive throne of frozen human agony.
Holy shit. Do you think there's any like hidden things in here? You know, they have a lot of people. There could easily be like a little sneaky character or something like that. You know, let's just go back a little bit. Let's just do a pinch, right? I just want to go across this real quick.
Into this massive throne of frozen.
Oh my god. Come on, there's got to be a secret character or fucking something in here. If I was in the show, if I worked on the show. Oh, there's Bobby. Bobby's in there. He's on the bottom. He got captured. Idiot. Oh.
This might be more complicated than I thought.
I think I broke something.
That's fair. So what the fuck is this then? I thought for a second it was like that yarn that went around the house, but I'm like, that's just around the house, right? That just keeps them kind of protected. But like around the whole town, at least it's contained. But what the fuck? How?
Mabel! Mabel!
So I forgot. Why is Mabel in here again? Compared to like the throne of like people? Why is she like in a giant floating bubble?
Huh? Is the entire ground a bouncy castle?
I wonder if like he gave her like a great like life technically for this, so she can have summer all year round, right? Is that so? Did he actually give her that? Props to him for like holding up that side of it, but like I wonder if there's a purpose. Like I wonder if he has to, like when he makes a deal with someone, he has to like fulfill his side of it, almost like a genie of some sorts, but usually genies are a little bit cheekier than that too.
Do you hear 80s music?
And does the air smell like childlike wonder?
Whoa! This is Mabel's prison?
Yes, definitely, absolutely.
Oh, that's the guy. That was from one of the earlier episodes when she's like, do you like me, right? And she's like, sign one of these. I think I remember that.
Oh, that's normal. Mabeland's rainbows have colors only bees and art students can see.
What?
Now who wants to go on the grand tour?
Do we have a choice?
Which is fair, actually. The bees and the art majors, is that what they said? Because like when I went to school for art for a little bit, I did like a color theory and like it was basically a class that just taught you the relationship between colors and stuff like that. And I like can't see all of the like variations, maybe, you know? I'm not colorblind, but I'm just color not sensitive. So like they put 2 blues next to each other and they're like, oh, which one's different? I'm like, or which one is like, are these a different color? I guess they would try to advertise. I'm like, these are exactly the same. They're like, which one's the lighter blue? I'm like, fucking neither.
Ha!
Can you guys just hold on a second? Do you see what's happening here? Don't forget, this world was created by Bill. Oh, that punch is...
That would be the case. It looks really refreshing. You know, I would be down. You know, even though we gotta save the world, we can spend 20 minutes eating some snacks and drinking some fruit punch, huh? Maybe a little bit of rum in it.
Oh, Mabel? She's at the top of the tallest tower guarded by those big buff waffle guards.
There's no way to get past them.
I know it's not necessarily the same thing, but it's given me banana guard vibes. You know, it's a random like food item and they look very generic and copy pasted, and then they have a, well, I guess the banana guard's at spears, but you know, it gives me that similar vibe. And honestly, I like that idea for guards.
This is a rescue! Everyone hit the deck!
I thought for a second he was going to take that little thing, that little fluffy animal, and smash its back over his knee. I thought we were going to go 150%, and I was mentally prepared for it.
Don't worry, Mabel. We'll get you out of this.
But Dipper!
Mabel, what are you doing?
This is her world, dude. She wanted this. She asked for. She made the deal. Technically, she doesn't want to leave this place. Now we gotta convince her that like you can't just stay in this perfect bubble forever. You have to like, you have to explore and you have to grow on your own. You have to become a person. You can't just, you know, stay in your like your safety net forever. You know what I mean? Is that the whole thing?
You guys are gonna love it here. This world always knows what you want. Sometimes even before you do. Apparently I wanted a chinchilla. Right again, Mabeland.
Quick shout out to chinchillas, all right? I've had a few of them in my whole lifetime. They bathe really cutely. If you haven't seen a chinchilla bathe, I know this sounds weird out of context. You're going to want to watch a chinchilla bathe. I'm telling you, you're going to like it.
It's a trap! Don't go with him, Seuss, no matter what he offers you!
Want to play catch? I'm sorry, dude. Even if it is all a dream, I gotta play just one game. Come on, Dad.
Okay, this has gone too far! You can't honestly think these fantasies are good for anyone!
They're not, but they also are, you know, like, as long as we don't indulge 100% in, like, let her go do the plunger thing, let him play a few rounds of catch with his dad. Just a little bit, all right? Gravity Falls, it's not gonna get any worse. I say that now. But, like, they already trapped everybody into a giant throne. They can't get out of the bubble anyway. So have their fun, come back here, and then razzle-dazzle, as I think she would say, and we'll get to it.
It would take a will of titanium not to give in to its temptation.
That's fair.
Fetch me Gideon and take the rest of the day off. Things just got a little more interesting.
I'm a stuffed animal tree.
But why does she have this special area? You know, why did you give Mabel a whole ass orb and you're making everybody else into a goddamn chair? You know what I mean? I think it has to be the deal. You know, I think he's somewhat like, he's like, hey, I'll give you what you want. You're not going to get the fuck out of it, but I'm going to give you the perfect world when you're not going to want to fucking leave. And then I'll get what I want, you get what you want, and we don't even have to cross paths ever again. You know, which is honestly like a great, technically, idea coming from Bill. You know? It just, it sucks for us, but again, I have hope for Dipper here.
I think that stuff you said about this place is right.
Yeah, you think so?
Really? Well, now we just need a plan.
Don't worry. You always think of something.
I thought that was the tree at first, but I think when he skips the rock, it makes a baby laugh. Or just the sound is a baby laughing, which is funny. But this is like the whole thing of like, you can't have a perfect life because, you know, still get tired of it. You still need the bad shit to be able to appreciate the good shit. And everything's good shit. If you have pizza growing on trees, maybe I would get tired of pizza. You know, at some point in my life when I was living in New York City, and I wanted to save money a little bit, I would order a whole pizza for myself and eat it throughout the week. It would be penne alla vodka pizza, because obviously why the fuck not? Have pasta on pizza. It saves you kind of having to use a plate, and having bread with your pasta is like the perfect thing, right? So anyway, I had it so much to the point where like I got so tired of pizza, and I haven't had like pizza since. It's been like 4 or 5 years. You know, you can't always have what you want, or well, I guess you can, but like you should always try to switch it up a little bit.
I don't know. Actually be together.
Wait, really?
I bet if we asked Mabel, she could do it right now. In this place, it could finally be just you and me. Come on, man. Just take my hand.
Oh my god, he's gotta know. He's gotta fucking know. He's like, there's no way in absolute hell, dude. This doesn't feel comfortable. Even with that fucking eye like that, this doesn't look good at all. There's no way, right? There's fucking no way.
Wait! Oh, this isn't real!
Yeah. Why the fuck did she turn into centipedes? Why the fuck did that happen? That's not babies laughing and perfect rock throws and pizza on trees. Ah! Oh my god.
You shouldn't have done that, Dipper. We're watching you.
That's fucking crazy. This reminds me, all right, you guys ready for a little deep dive here? This reminds me of, there's this one Fallout shelter in Fallout 3 where you go into a little beautiful neighborhood and everything's nice and delightful and everybody's happy, but then you find out there's someone murdering the people there and it's like a little serial killer and you're like, oh, this place isn't perfect and I'm kind of trapped here and I'm getting chased and hunted by somebody, you know? I know it's random, but that was just the vibe of it. It was like you go from beautiful, peaceful to like, hey, maybe I hate this place and it makes me want to throw up. That's this. This is why I don't play horror games anymore. We'll get back into it, but I'm not. We have to work our way there.
But if he loses, he will be banished forever and replaced with town darling Dippy Fresh. Dippy, come on out.
Flip-a-dip-dip.
I hate him so much.
I get it, but it's more of like, this is how I feel when I look at Hootie or Birdly at this point, which honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it could just be a hatred for birds. But it's just like, fucking, I want to set it on fire.
Your Honor, townsfolk, lovely ladies of the jury.
Oh, he's talking about us! We're not that
It's a good bit. I just like, I think Mabel doesn't get worse the more you multiply it. I think the more Dippers you have, the more stress and anxiety everyone has, but the more Mabels you have, I think the more everybody's just having a good time. You know, I think there's no limit on Mabels. I support this.
Dipper didn't get any. Oh man, I thought I was the class loser. Hey everyone, Dipstick didn't get any.
That's even the teacher couldn't give him a fucking thing. Come on. She's gonna be like, gotta be nicer to people. I don't know. Oh god, come on. That's not on them. That's on the teacher. All right, the teacher should have been. Everybody should have left the class. She could have put like little snacks in each one of the bags or something like that. You know, I think it's just one of those things where everybody does maybe need something. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of love.
That's reality for you. Out there, it's nothing but heartbreak. But in here, who wants Pug Sundays?
A furf? Pug Sundays? I mean, I'm not gonna say no. Oh.
Look, real life stinks sometimes, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But there's a better way to get through it than denial, and that's with help from people who care about you.
And eating really bad food for you and binging a shit ton of content. And maybe some little special snacks from time to time. Makes could definitely spice up some of your days for sure.
But look at me. I actually thought I was gonna stay here and be Ford's apprentice. Spend my entire teens cooped up in a basement with a lab coat? How ridiculous is that?
I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, I would be interested in that. It's not good for personal growth as much, but it's still, I wouldn't put it past anybody to not take that deal, you know? It is definitely more responsible to go out to college and experience life a little bit first and then come back to Ford. And maybe you can come back in the summers and do a little bit of trips and stuff like that to ease into the apprenticeship. You know, it's still a very responsible thing. But hey, I still wouldn't put it past people that would want to just be like, hey, yeah, let's fucking do it. Sure. Lost your power.
Why isn't this working?
Damn, dude.
Because your reign over this land is over!
Why the fuck does that need to happen? Why can't we just keep our skin on for once?
All right, Mabeland, it's time to burst your bubble!
You get to keep there's no fucking way you get to keep giant waddles. What a fucking score, dude. Could you imagine being in a little heaven world and you're like, I'll probably lose all this shit, but you get to keep your giant fucking pet? Oh my god. It's gonna be Grunkle Stan, right?
Let's get him, dudes.
This is the squad. Oh, look at Pacifica. She's what the, okay. Dude, they've been building up. Okay. Look at that. This is actually the team right here. Okay. You know what? This is a lot better than, we even got the fucking unicorn here too. Jesus Christ. You know, if I was expecting just Grunkle Stan and he was like working on some shit, but like the fact that we have a defense. Okay. All right. I think we can do this.
Stan?
Kids?
Animals?
Just so everyone knows, we're out of toilet paper.
Multi-bear! And that's also really bad news. Damn.
Did I miss something?
Oh, they're still back.
We survived.
Where are we?
I want to see if I can see some of these people. So I'm gonna miss out on some of this outro here. Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart in here.
I started vomiting nightmares.
Fair.
I listened to a lot of AM radio, so I knew what this meant. The end of the world.
Sure. I listen to a lot of AM radio. Honestly, yeah, that checks out. Hey, he was prepared, right? AM radio's helpful for something.
To the shack with your unicorn voodoo made the crazy place invincible to weirdness.
Sick. So even if the eye did come over there, it would have been fine anyway, right?
Of course, the unicorn spell. That's why this is the only place Bill's magic can't touch.
That's when possum breath over here shows up.
Okay. Hold on, possum breath. I got an idea. We have the unicorn with us. So we can each make a little like belt bubble so we can all run in there and we'll all be unaffected by him and then we can just fucking attack him straight on. You know, if we're completely invulnerable, as long as we have our belts, we're good to go.
Here for the first time are images of what's happened to the captured townsfolk. Viewers are advised to look away if
Oh, you get to see them anyway. Interesting.
they don't want to see their friends turned into a twisted throne of human agony.
Oh. Yeah. We probably should help them.
Mom and Dad? My family!
Mom and Dad?
Is there no one who will save the people of this town? I'm Chandra Jimenez, and I'm being turned into stone by a flying eyeball.
And I had a rat for dinner.
Find all of our strength, our smarts, our whatever Toby has.
Various rashes.
In Shash.
Then we just might be able to rescue Ford, learn Bill's weakness, and save Gravity Falls!
Various rashes is not what you want to advertise to a group of people. Tobathan?
Have you all forgotten who's in charge here? Besides, we're only safe inside. It's not like we can take the mystery shack to Bill. Whoa! Holy hootenanny!
What kind of mechanical leg bitch do you have planned up here? I'm telling you, if we just take the technology that's around the house, put it around our bodies, we'll be in like little space suits. Oh, it would work so well.
Day.
Where am I?
You're in the penthouse suite, kid. The tip of the pyramid. Have a drink. Make yourself comfortable.
Ew.
You know that couch is made from living human skin?
Honestly, he knows what he's doing. You know, he may be a little goofball, but he knows intimidation. You know, imagine all right, if you want to power trip somebody, you invite them over, you give them a glass of wine, you're like, hey, take a seat. You know that that couch is made from human skin? That gives you all the power. Try it. Try it on your next date and see how that goes.
There's something keeping me in.
Incredible. Gravity Falls' natural law of weirdness magnetism. I studied this years ago.
And did you find a way to undo it?
Of course. It's a simple...
Why the fuck would you say of course? All you had to say was no. I never got to figure this thing out. I mean, I tried for... Oh my god, I tried for years and I went down a few different paths and I studied it, but like, we found nothing. That's it. How fucking hard was that?
Anything will be possible. I'll remake a fun world.
Oh my fucking god, that's fucking crazy. Is that not nuts? This is more than Thanos. Well, I mean, I guess Thanos got rid of a bunch of people, but I mean, they brought it back, and also it wasn't the worst idea in the world either. All right, there is a lot of people, but like, this is why. All right, so whenever I talk about like superheroes or like some kind of major threat, if there's ever some kind of crazy weirdness in the world like that, where like superheroes exist, you cannot catch me 500 miles from like a major city. Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Buffalo. You know, I am living in one of those center states. Even though they got roasted in a smiley face, I would still put my odds there than I would any of the coasts. Any of the coast, you're absolutely destroyed. If Marvel existed in real life, I am living maybe in Arkansas, maybe South Dakota. Maybe I'll just go to Canada. Do superheroes ever attack anything in Canada?
Everyone has a weakness, tough guy. I'll make you talk. It's only a matter of time.
That's fine. That's fine. Just hang out a little bit. I'm actually very surprised he's not torturing you. You know, he can easily like go to capture like Dipper or Mabel or something somebody cares about and, you know, torture them. That would probably do something, maybe. But even then, like for the world, if you gotta save the world, I feel like you just let it go. I feel like, hey, what's another 13 years of another niece or nephew? I could just start over again. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the dinosaurs. I forgot all about that shit. When we had that episode, they kind of moved in there. Dude, this is a beautiful wrap up so far. We are like only a little bit in, but like it's like they went back and they're like, all right, let's bring back this guy. Let's bring back this guy. Let's remember this thing. Let's do this thing again. Excellent show, man. What the fuck are we watching? This thing is really a giant mech suit.
Forgive me, boy. Your hyper-flammable merchandise is the only thing keeping me going. What in blazes?
Oh, they really didn't put out the fire with that stomp? I really thought that was the perfect situation to, you know, take that bitch out.
500 volts. Hey, do you hear that?
Okay. Question about this dinosaur. All right. Beautiful T-Rex, by the way. Why is it still trapped in honey or peanut brittle or whatever the fuck it is? And did you rip off the head of this bitch and put it on an arm? It's cool, but you also decapitated a T-Rex. I have mixed feelings about this.
What? I just fixed that door!
You did. You really took that T-Rex and stuck him on your arm.
Hey dudes!
Actually, you know what? I know I bring these ideas up like randomly, but another game idea. You guys ever play those like team-based machine games where like it's almost like we need to go deeper or Void Crew, something along the lines of that, where you're like a Sea of Thieves where everybody's on one thing and you have to like help each other kind of build and repair and attack and stuff like that. How the fuck is there no mech version of those games? You know how sick it would be to have a like 4 to 6 player co-op where everybody's in like a giant mech suit and you get to choose your arms and your legs and your mobility. Some people use the attack, some people control the arms, whatever, the Megazord kind of bullshit. Tell me that would be sick. And you go around fighting kaiju and you take apart their pieces and you put them on. I need lots of money and power. Oh, we got the fucking intro coming out. So sick. I love it. I just know it's a bitch with copyright. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best, guys. Great pick. Great pick. I'm telling you, tell me this wouldn't be a sick game idea. Okay? It's like they're doing everything perfect. Like this is almost like what I expect for like JoJo's to do when we do our JoJo's, because that show is also like really well made, and there's a lot of callbacks, there's a lot of association with like, it's just like really well knit together. It's like a little good show sweater, you know what I mean? So everything, like, it has great callbacks. It's got great like inclusions of like the song and the music. It's just like emotionally, it's perfectly made. The pacing is done really well. Love it so far. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting. Again, I couldn't bet any amount of money to say that we would have a mech suit, a mech with a T-Rex arm rip the eye out of Bill. I'm telling you, there's no fucking way. I mean, maybe if you paid me a lot of money to study the show to guess the ending, maybe, but I don't fucking think so.
We don't have a lot of time. Remember how you told me right before you were frozen that you knew Bill's weakness?
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
way to defeat him?
I do. Now, does anyone have a pen, pencil, anything? Ah.
Sure.
Perfect.
We've got Bill outside, but I don't know how long we can keep him occupied.
Yes, good.
Drawing a circle on the...
I mean, as long as he's comfortable and he's confident, he's got it all figured out, right? So, like, yeah, I'd be stressed out in that situation, but if that person, like, really knew what they were doing, they're like, please, yeah, just let me, 1 minute. I'm like, all right, sure, all right, Bert, if life is in your hands. Confidence does a lot of good and bad, necessarily, but, you know, in the right hands and in the right skill set, you know, you gotta put your faith and put trust and delegate in the right areas. You know what I mean? Delegation is a very important tool for this kind of, well, I guess technically everything. You know, if you put people, if you make, the big thing is, and I think this is big for a lot of managers should know this too, like if you realize the skill sets of your employees and you know who's good at what, you got to make them do what they're good at and what they like doing, because then they'll do better work than like if you put 2 or 3 people on a job that like don't really care about it or like are just doing it to just do it. You know what I mean?
Well, he's lost his mind.
My mind is fine, and there is a way to beat him with this.
Okay.
The world's most confusing game of hopscotch?
No,
shut up.
The native people of Gravity Falls prophesized that these symbols could create a force strong enough to vanquish
Mabel,
Bill.
llama. Because the sweater, maybe? That's Pacifica?
With Bill
the trees represents Gravity Falls.
Defeated, his weirdness would be...
And then Ford's hand is on there as well.
Be reversed and the town could be saved. This whole time, I thought...
What else is in here? Fish. Is that the Loch Ness Monster? Maybe Heartbreak? Would that be Wendy, maybe? The Star? Seuss? Sunglasses? I don't know. Ripped paper? I don't know. I don't know if I'm kind of just randomly shooting, but I'm trying to find the importance of those things.
Go forward, I think it's working!
Yes, this is it! The rest of you get out! It's too dangerous!
Hold on. What the fuck was that?
Ford, I think it's working!
Yes, this is it! The rest of you get out! It's too dangerous!
Why is he diving like that? Where are you jumping from? Do you just want to be carried?
Don't forget who literally created the end.
Just fucking do it. Why is there always one person against it? All right, can we just all be on the same team? Just hold his fucking hand.
Of the world.
I'm sorry, Stanley. I know. Just help me fix it, please. Thank you.
Ah, see? Between me and him, I'm not always the bad twin.
Between him and me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yes, Grunkle Stan was being a little bit of a bitch there, right? All right, do yourselves a favor. Don't be a little bitch. But Ford, you really have to do that? Come on. That's bad. You know, because like, I get it. Like, he wants recognition. He's like, hey, I spent half my life trying to bring you back from this fucking other dimension. Can you just like show some kind of like show him like yes he's being a little dramatic about, especially in this kind of circumstance right now. We could have talked about this afterwards, but like he does deserve some recognition. Like he did bring you back, but he also kind of caused it. Like it's a big mess, but like he didn't have to do that, and he did. He learned a lot of shit because of it, you know. So he deserves recognition, is what I'm coming at. But then also you're gonna correct his English. Ford, not a good look, dude. Not a good look.
Why aren't you dancing? Chop chop, huh?
Why the fuck was that there? Oh, that's technically the end of the episode, the first part of the episode. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Like he was like, all right. He's like, could have just said thank you. Right? He's like, thank you. And they held hands. It wasn't even a great thank you, but it still worked. And then you correct, I hate that about Ford. I liked Ford a lot, but I hated that. Yeah, my English isn't great either, but like, there is a time and a place, barely, to correct other people's speaking unless they want it. God damn it.
Looks like it's too late for your friend, Stanford. Kids! But you can still save your family.
God. Ego. Ego will always destroy you. You gotta be humble, all right? You gotta appreciate the little things. You gotta not be a piece of shit to people. Ego will absolutely destroy you from the inside out, man. I've seen every show where someone loses because of this. It's just so blatant. And if you would have easily just won. We could have just been done with this again.
Last chance. Tell me how to take Weirdmageddon global and I'll spare the kids.
Actually, this is the second time this has happened. Well, the first time it's not ego. The first time, like Ford fucked up this twice. I'm putting this on Ford, all right? I know Stanley was the one like causing a hissy fit in the beginning, but technically he got there. He made it. And if no one else said a fucking thing, it would have been done, right? And he also fucked up that shot too. So at the end, Ford's been fucking this up, all right? And the kids are gonna appreciate this.
I've got some children I need to make into corpses.
Jesus Christ, you can't fucking say that on television. What the hell?
Oh!
That's
what do
nuts.
we do? What do we do?
Why is everything that crawls on the ceiling and walls just more terrifying? The fact that they can just be anywhere, you know what I mean? If you want to make something scarier, just let it crawl on walls and ceilings. It's a little tip for you.
Bill's only weak in the mind space. If I didn't have this darn plate in my head, we could just erase him with the memory gun when he steps inside my mind.
What if he goes into my mind? My brain isn't good for anything.
There's nothing in your mind he wants.
Yeah, but you two are twins. So if you just change each other's outfits and pretend like you're Ford, you can go into his brain and then erase him with the gun. That is a good plan. Good plan. And that's something I didn't even fucking think of either. Man, these shows are getting smarter, dude. Like between this and like the JoJo stuff and like I'm trying to like think one step ahead and I'm technically 5 steps back. I wouldn't have made it this far.
You know, I'm starting to think there's no way out of here.
Like Uncle Stan always says, when one door closes, choose a nearby wall and bash it in with brute force.
Sis, the problem with the wall is not the fact that like you don't have a big enough, well, I guess a bigger enough hammer would help, but like a bigger fist would not do that. If you try, like, imagine a small brick wall, maybe even like 2 feet high. Are you gonna punch that with your fist? You know, do you think having a bigger fist would make that hurt less? You know, what if it's just one brick? It's not like the size of the brick is the problem. These are not meant to punch those things. That hurts a lot. No fucking way.
You'll never take us alive, monsters!
That's fine with us. No.
Who the fuck did they just eat?
You'll never take us alive, monsters!
That's fine with us. No.
Not the little gnome. You just fucking swallowed him whole. We have another casualty, dude.
My only condition is that you let my brother and the kids go.
Fine. No, Grunkle Ford, don't trust him!
I was hoping for a second because they kept using zoomed out shots of the twins where like I'm like technically they could be voicing it and the other person could be mouthing it out, so like it actually tricks them. So there's a chance, dude. I mean, well they just showed it there, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Also, this shot is beautiful. Look at this room. This almost reminds me of The Hell of a Boss, the dramatic episode. I don't remember which episode it was, but when Blitz silent with oh my god, you know, in the there's a big red room. That's what this reminds me of. That's it.
It's a deal!
I can't tell.
Gotta hand it to you, Ford. You really know how to clear your...
Yeah. Did they fucking do the plan?
What? Do a pretty good impression of my brother, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Switch clothes and no one can tell us apart. Welcome to my mind. Surprised you didn't recognize it.
Come on, just real quick. I will miss him. Hopefully it doesn't erase everything. If it could just erase like the last like 20 minutes, that'd be great.
You idiot! Don't you realize you're destroying your own mind too?
It's not like I was using this space for much anyway.
That's totally fucking fair. My memory is like, the thing is like I have a bunch of random ass like memories. I cannot recall like practical information, but I'm telling you, it's just full of like very exact details of very random things in my life. You know, like a random meal when I was 7, some random dude's birthday I met like at a coffee shop, but the first dude that ever donated to like a stream or something. Like I remember so much like random bullshit, but I cannot remember actual information. You're gonna fucking punch him. That's sick, dude. Hell, Stan's my guy. All right. I know Ford's kind of cool too, but Stan, he's the brawler. All right. He cares about it. He cares about his loved ones. All right. He just wants to do good. Props to he came a long way. All right. I know he's like still kind of a piece of shit to a lot of other people, but hey, there's a lot of horrible people out there. So at least he cares about he puts a lot of effort and care for the ones that he loves. This dude, he hits hard because he cares hard. All right. Throw that on a shirt, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Grunkle Stan,
Oh, no.
you did it!
Oh, hey there, kiddo. What's your name?
Grunkle Stan?
There's no fucking way. He is 100% joking, otherwise this is gonna be so fucking sad.
Who you talking to?
Come on, it's me.
No.
It's me, Grunkle Stan.
I'm not gonna believe it.
Stan!
You're our hero, Stanley.
He's doing this so he can get an actual thank you out of his brother. I'm calling it right now. Because I'm petty enough too where I would be like, this is a good situation to get a proper apology out of this piece of shit.
Who's that big guy crying in the corner?
We saved the world, but what's the point? Grunkle Stan's not himself anymore.
Okay, I wouldn't say that either. All right, what's the point of saving the world if this one person doesn't remember anything? It's a very worthy sacrifice, but at the cost of someone's mind, I think it's probably worth it, right? I mean, it was definitely a good call.
Who you are? God, quit it, Waddles. I'm trying to remember my life story.
What did you say?
I said get Waddles off of me.
It's working. Keep reading.
Oh.
Skip to my page.
Okay, so all right, so it wasn't on purpose. Okay, I guess that's still fine.
I met some neighborhood hotties.
I mean, technically, I don't think that should have worked like that. I think I liked my idea a little bit more, you know, just him like pretending just so we can get a decent thank you out of it. But I mean, I guess showing in the book is a nice little way to wrap it up regardless. We still have quite a bit of time though. Did you just... You can have it. Keep it.
Now, if anyone goes asking around about the events of the last few days,
Sure.
what do we say?
Never mind all that.
Perfect.
And if you break the rules, we're gonna zap you.
Well, I guess that can help you forget. It's not a bad plan. All right, everybody's getting along. This is a nice little wrap up. I just need one thing, one specific thing before the show ends. It's not even that specific. I need this party to be the perfect little thing for them. All right, they did so good. They got chased by the dude. They broke out the wall. Well, I guess them running. No, they got captured still. But I guess it gave them enough time for the twins to switch into each other's clothes. I mean, without them, they wouldn't have saved it.
After regaining his sanity, has made millions overnight submitting his patents to the U.S. government.
I'm gonna buy me a bigger shed! Hey, that one's for sale!
In other...
I mean, good for him, dude. I'm glad he got his happy ending too. What a weird fucking character to get like a whole like beautiful story, like intro. Like he didn't need to be as important as he was, but they also did a great job at using all these other side characters to be inclusive and to some capacity. Like even in the end, like bringing everybody back except for Mormando. I guess I could have used a little bit more, like a pinch more Mormando. But he also got married, so I guess there is that too. But you know. It's just cute that, like, again, this random ass character you expected just to be the crazy generic character was a huge portion of the story and the lore.
But other than that, I can safely say our beloved Gravity Falls is back to normal. And now, Bodacious Tea with sports.
Bodacious Tea. My dude is right back here. Real quick, a question. Hey, did you make it this far into the reaction? Did you enjoy it? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know there's not like as much to rant about. This was just like a very like enjoyable watch from my perspective. There's like a little bit of just like random talks and stuff like that, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it regardless. Would you guys be interested? Because I just thought about this now because I'm sure there's still a lot that I missed. Would you be interested in a Mabel's reacts to Gravity Falls lore video maybe in the next week or two? You know, as a beautiful little conclusion, a little bow at the top of that shit. And we'll watch one of those from like, I don't know who does that kind of shit. But if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments below and I will make that for you. I will not make it. I will watch it for you. And we will watch it together. And then you can also describe more shit to me.
It's called Death Ball.
Excuse the fuck out of me? Excuse the fuck out of me.
So how do you feel?
Samey, but differenty.
Hey, you two. When are you gonna open your presents already? I broke a nail wrapping them.
You know, we'll take it. We'll take it. That's fine. You could break your nail, but it looks like you put a lot of effort into that. All right. And even though it's probably a mess, I respect the amount of effort you put into it. All right. Thank you for not being a piece of shit the entire show. Also, quick thing I wanted to talk about too. Imagine working on this kind of thing. You know, I've been watching, we've been reacting to a lot of stuff, especially in this past year. All right. I think my peakness of reaction came after Has Been. All right. I feel like that's when we started slowly developing more into our style and what we like to talk about and the random shit, you know what I mean? But like, imagine being able to work on one of these small projects like this. It's technically a big project, but it was only 2 seasons long. You know what I mean? Like we reacted to like this, there's a hell of a boss. There's all the glitch production stuff. Like I think it would be an absolute dream to be able to like voice act, produce, work on like one of these smaller passion projects that are like so well made. You know, this would be something I'd be proud to work on. You know what I mean?
Shutting down the Mystery Shack for good.
I mean, it's fine. Why tubas? It's fine. He mainly just faked a bunch of shit to make money. It's not like it's gonna ruin anything. You know? Maybe give it to Seuss or something if they want to keep it.
At least there wouldn't be if I hadn't just found the perfect replacement.
That's the best day of his fucking life. Look at that. Everybody's getting a good old happy ending, man. I mean, I don't know if I trust him to run the business, but sure, he could have it. I support it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mystery Shack is under new management.
You mean it, Mr. Mystery?
You're Mr. Mystery
Mr.
now,
Mystery.
Seuss. Try not to burn the place down.
Cute.
I'll move in immediately.
What the fuck? How did she have that prepped?
Hey, you mean a lot to me, man.
Cute.
You too.
Cute.
Something to remember me by. Oh, and this.
He's never gonna fucking take that off, and that dude is hold that too dear to his heart. Oh my god, could you fucking imagine? This is the best day of everybody's life right now.
Read it the next time you miss Gravity Falls.
Cute. It's a good hat too. I used to have one of those little like I don't know what kind of hats they are, but like they are extremely warm and mine buckled underneath, and I think they look pretty cool too. So honestly, it's a solid trade-off.
Come on. I have to go. I'm sorry, Waddles.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget it. I lived with this pig all summer. Now your parents are gonna have to.
I mean, that's how you fucking do it. You have to force them, you know, you have to make them the bad guy. So, yeah, do that. Do that.
Hey, bus guy! Bye, kids! Travel safe! Don't forget your lives! Hey, don't
Bye! Bye! I'll miss you guys too!
Bye.
Dude, this is a great little wrap-up, man. I mean, I guess I'll save my final thoughts for the rest of it, but like, you know, it's just like everything is extremely tidy. All right, I don't think there was anything missing that we needed to like retouch up on. I mean, everybody got their final things. I didn't really need to see Bobby again. I think that was fine. You know, I actually like that we got more of the actual mayor than we did of Bobby. But like, it's just a nice little wrap up. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are more emotional than I was when the show was wrapping up and stuff. It's a very good ending, but for me, it's just like it feels perfect. You know, I don't feel like sad. I don't feel like they're like, oh, everybody's gonna miss each other. It's like, it's just a beautiful story. All right. So it's more of like, I have so much more appreciation for the show, like doing so well with its finale than me like needing to be upset over like the conclusion of everything. You know what I mean? Cute. I thought it was gonna be like a little sweet letter from her, which I mean, you know, she's still trying not to give that vibe away, but like she still means a lot to him, you know, especially being his first love. So like I could see there being like a nice letter in there, but like this is still very sweet as well. Oh, Pacifico signed with a little heart. Maybe. Oh, sort of candy, I guess. Cute. Man, beautiful. Beautiful little show, man. I think there could have been another season. Like, I think I remember here reading the comments that people were like they didn't get enough time to do this, but like, I think they nailed it. Like in this like last episode, they probably like, they're like, at least give us like a longer last episode or some shit like that. But I feel like they absolutely nailed this thing, man. Nathan Fillion was Preston? Did I not notice that the other time? That's crazy. So like, I think it wrapped up perfectly. It didn't overstay its welcome. I think us doing the 2 episodes to catch up to the end didn't feel like it was too much either. It was like right as things were like heating up, so everything was like tied nicely anyway. It was awesome. Love the show. Thank you for letting me react to it. Again, this is why we do this, right? We react to things over here because, hey, well, I guess in general, we react to things because I discover new things I love through you guys. I will always love this show now. It could be a good comfort show to me for me to go back to at some point. I am still interested in the lore thing, so let me know about that. But like the reason I do reactions is because of moments like this. This was a delightful story. Honestly, the little screen, ADHD here, but the little curved screen feels nice on my monitor for some reason. The reason I do this is to discover new things I love, and then we all kind of bond over, you know, our new appreciation for things. And it's like, hey, show me this thing. I'm like, oh my God, I actually love that thing. And we all kind of get along. You know what I mean? It just, it always, it means more that you guys love this and want to show this to me than me just discovering this on my own. You know, it's just, I gotta stop saying, you know, it's like my closer. Regardless. Jesus Christ. But it was a very delightful experience. I love the show. I'm excited to have more of this kind of vibe with Owl House. So we're gonna have that to go through. Otherwise, we got a new stuff of Matables coming out for. I'm gonna take like a little of a light week next week, and expect some new and random types of content. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching Gravity Falls. It was very cute. It was very cute, and I enjoyed it so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I don't really know how else to wrap this up. Like, it's like, it was a really well-made show, and I'm surprised Disney didn't like take it more seriously, because like this is like content. This is like what passion and love makes, and I love this shit. All right, so this is why you gotta stick to doing what you love. All right, if you love making art, if you love writing, if you love producing, if you anything that you enjoy, you stick to it and you make good shit that people love and people want to share with other people that they love. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I try to remind you all the time, but just know what you think you know, it's not enough.